Margot Boulet on screen here from Nogent-sur-Seine, Club Aviron, France. She's going for a 150. She's targeting one of the fastest paces we see in the PR3 women's category. Not quite on the Valentina Jagot Russian pace, who's on ergo number 49, just 2 seats to the right, just off the right of that picture, who's going for a 142. That will be some impressive feat if she manages to pull that off here in this field. So we'll see how she gets on. 142 flat is Valentina Jagot's attempted pace. In a number of other categories, let's see how they're getting themselves set. In the PR2 men's, Stéphane Tardieu going for a 140 flat. This is Valentina Jagot, women's PR3, going for that 142 pace. On the right-hand side of that picture, you can see Guylaine Marchand from Saint-Cassien Club Nautique, looking for a 150. She's no stranger to international racing. We see Guylaine Marchand in the PR3 French boat at World Cups and the Paralympics too, I believe. So it's quite a big lineup for the PR3 in the middle of the middle lane. Bottom of this picture though, we've got the PR2 men's with the red flags on their numbers. That's Guylaine Marchand from France alongside Amber Meulenbeld from KNRB Netherlands. Just over 10 minutes before this last race of the day. Nicolas Marfield from France, PR2 athlete, looking for a 125. Now that is 15 seconds quicker nearly than the closest competitor or the closest target that we're seeing from the competitors who will be on either side of him. Alberto Chigliato from Italy, just off the left of that picture, and Stéphane Tardieu, who will be taking ergo number 15. Frequently seen in the Paris squad alongside Guylaine Marchand from France. Mehdi Douib from Belgium. He's looking for a 3-minute 20, 500 meters here, part of the Invictus Belgium squad. Ergo number 55, Iris Pospisil, French Boulogne. And then we've got Anne-Sophie Hutter alongside on ergo number 57, Anton Voronov from Russia. PR3 athlete. We haven't got a target for him, so we might just have to wait to see what he does. Valentina Jagot now proudly wearing her Russian national team lycra, center stage there alongside Guylaine Marchand. Those two are going to be the ones to watch. Valentina Jagot and part of the Russian squad, Guylaine Marchand from Saint-Cassien Club Nautique. The PR2 athletes over at the start of the middle lane. Aude Roland from Criel, Elise Mark from Saint-Cassien Club Nautique. Then we've got Anneke van der Meer from the Netherlands, world champion in the PR2 mixed double scull in 2017 and 18, silver medalist in 2019. We'll see how 2020 fares for her. Our world rowing commentators here on screen, Camilla Hadland and Shane Farmer.
Congrats. Seuls les accompagnateurs handi bleu et vert ont le droit de rester sur le plateau de compétition. Merci aux autres entraîneurs de bien vouloir quitter le plateau de compétition.
So we have about 10 more minutes until our next race starts. So based on what you've been seeing today, what would you say is the underlying strategy that's allowed people to successfully make their way through to the end of this 500 without that crash and burn that you often see in the final 150 of a race?
I think with the 500 meters, it's so tricky to pace, and we'll see a lot more of that tomorrow with the 2,000 meter races that we've got coming up. But with the 500, like you say, to not burn out, I think it's all about knowing where your limit is and not burning through that first 15, 20 strokes at far higher capacity than you know you're able to hold on to. And ultimately, there's always going to be a bit of tail off towards the end, I think. And it's those people that in that last 100 meters really have it to gear up. And we saw that in the junior men's race, didn't we? In that last 100 meters, it's those people that can step on and keep the bit between their teeth to keep the rate up, keep the power on in those final 15 strokes that really makes the difference.
And do you think that's going to play out in those athletes who decided to participate tonight and their participation tomorrow should they take on the 2K? Do you think that today's 500 is going to impact them, or do you think because of their training, they're going to be able to take what they did today, compartmentalize that, and let it run into tomorrow without any impact on their race day?
I mean, it's difficult to say. I think a lot of these athletes will have come here with different goals. You know, they might favour the 500, so they'll have gone all out tonight to try and get onto that podium or to try and get a personal best. We'll have a lot of athletes that favour the 2K, so they'll have geared their racing towards that. And some that may not have entered both, they might have just entered one or the other. But look, if you've had a good 500 this evening, in whatever category you've raced in, you're going to take that momentum into tomorrow's racing. You're going to take the confidence, I think. You've got the first nervous race out of the way with all these spotlights and the crowds, and it's going to be really, I think there's just going to be a lot of atmosphere tomorrow. We've got a full packed program, and yeah, I think I'm excited to see what some of these athletes can take into tomorrow's racing.
Is there one standout from what you've seen today, one athlete in particular whose story impressed you, whose race impressed you, one that's just really gleaming in your mind right now?
I think it was that row through that we saw earlier in one of the men's races where in that last, even 10 meters, it was that last stroke that really counted on the line to get that gold medal at the end. And it just goes to show you that you should never put that medal down until you've absolutely crossed the line, even in 500 meters.
Every stroke counts, every time.
Every single time. Well, we're going to see a lot more strokes counting. We've still got one more race to go today. We've got all of our para-rowing categories coming up in just a moment.
5 minutes to go now before the last race of the day here on day one of racing at the 2020 World Rowing Indoor Championships, Paris, France. We've got the PR1, PR2, PR3 men's and women's races for 500 meters. You can see here on the screen, it's a big and complicated lineup in each of the 3 rows of ergos, totaling 96 ergos in total. PR1 men and PR2 men in lane 1. Then we've got the PR3 men's, PR2 women, PR3 women, PR1 women down the middle lane of ergos. Then the PR3 ID women and men down the far side of the hall. Tense few minutes still to go. You can see that everybody's gone through their mental prep. Valentina Jagot looking for a 142 flat. She's Been impressive pace from her.
Every race he can find, he is just an advocate for the sport, an athlete that they can all count on and depend on to be a true participant here. On machines 25 and 26, we have Milan Margaret and Sean Gaffney seated right next to each other. This is a rivalry, a back and forth. These two men have competed in 2018. Margaret won in 2019. It was Gaffney. These two are always close together.
Big things to look forward to here. Can't see on this screen. This is on ergo number 55, Iris Pospisil from Boulogne, France on the left, and Anne-Sophie Hertier, also from Boulogne, France, on ergo number 56. We've got a big lineup on the bottom right-hand side of this picture. You can see right at the bottom right of this picture, that's Sean Gaffney for Great Britain, part of sub-7 team. He's looking for a 122, and alongside him, Milan Lachkovic looking for a 121 from the Slovak Rowing Federation, Slovakia. Pierre Bourget from France on ergo number 58 from the Pierre Lat Club Aviron. He's looking for 3 minutes here over 500 meters. Jean-Michel Schmidt, France, and Geert Provost from the Netherlands in ergos 20 and 21. Looking down the middle lane here. Anton Voronov on the right-hand side. We then get to Anne-Sophie Hertier, Iris Pospisil, Gaynor Martin, Victoria Lavrentьева. This is Gaynor Martin from Fishguard and Goodwick Jemima Rowing Club, Ireland, representing Great Britain, looking for a 2 minutes 10. That's Sean Gaffney, the big man in the red and black rowing machine, alongside with the bandana, Milan Lachkovic from the Slovak Rowing Federation. Those are the two to watch. They're looking for the fastest times in the entire field out there on the ergos. They've been told to put their handles down, so we're waiting for the flywheels to slow and stop, which means we're just moments away from the start of this last race of the day.
Sit ready. Attention.
It was absolute silence. Now it's fury and noise as this echo chamber of the Stade Pierre de Coubertin fills with noise for this last race of the day here on day one of the 2020 World Rowing Indoor Championships. Let's see how they're getting on. That's ergo number 44, Audrey Belchier. Moving along the line outright, we're starting to see some leaders emerge. We can see the PR men's one. We've got Nicolas Marfil out in front for the PR men's 3. We've got Milan Lachkovic out in front by 5 meters ahead of Laurent Charlot. Leading the way at the moment, Sean Gaffney currently riding in 4th place. Laurent Charlot currently in 2nd. Remy Taranto in 3rd. 119s we're seeing here. Zsolt Peto's leading the PR1 men's single, just as we'd expect to see. He's a well-known Hungarian athlete. That's Nicolas Marfil for France in the PR2 men's, going for a 125. He's really doing his utmost to try and get out in front, but it's going to be really tough work here. Kegliato's the current leader in the PR2s, ahead of Lavigne for France. And 3rd place, Didier Simons, and then Stefan Tadieu currently in 4th. But as we look back to the PR3s, it's Milan Lachkovic out in front by 20 meters now, holding a 129 of 54 strokes a minute. Laurent Charlot, Sean Gaffney's back in it. He moved up to 2nd, just at the line. Gaffney takes 2nd with a 124.9, 1/10 ahead of Laurent Charlot, who takes 3rd with a 125 flat. But it's Milan Lachkovic with a 120.9. Amazing performance from him. Cagliato wins the PR2 with a 131.9 in the PR1. Boris Dossé takes the win with a 143 ahead of Thomas Laronche for France with a 144.4. For the women's PR2, Elise Mark takes the win there, 150.8. the PR3 women's, Margot Boulet, the win ahead of Audrey Belchier. The women's PR1 was Natalie Benoit with a 2 minutes flat .1. Oh, goodness me, there's so many different categories out there. Then we got the PR3 men's, was won by Florent from France, 131.3. And the PR3 women's ID was Maeva Falco for France, ahead of Grace Kunda, also France, just over 2 minutes. Goodness me. So the PR3 women's, Margot Boulet ahead of Audrey Belchier, then Amber Moulin-Beld. Valentina Jagot did a 1:44.1, so 2 seconds off the pace she was targeting, but that means Margot Boulet with a 1:39.5. She beat her target by 11 seconds, which is an amazing performance from her. We've still got a race on here. Damien Guinestet from France, Marseille, crossing the line there to close out his race. Alongside him, William Baudrier in the PR1. He's going for a 4:30 as his target. So he's coming through. 130 meters remain for him. Looks like he's on target for a 4:35. If he can put in a good sprint, he may well close that in and hit his target at 4:30. Patinot's hard on the heels there, though, looking for a 5:57 at the moment. It's not quite done yet, this race. We've still got Emilia Raitano from the rowing team Catania, Italy, looking for a 3:50, coming out to the line last couple of meters for her. She crossed the line in 3:46, beating her target by 4 seconds. Leandra D'Agata is coming to the last 80 meters. So last few strokes here, 80 meters to go for her. Maela Patino, 67 meters, well, a bit less than that now, remaining. William Baudrier, last 20 meters, coming in for a 4:17, which is going to beat his target by 13 seconds if he holds on to it. Last couple of strokes there, 4:26 it turns out, so a 4-second beating the target there. On ergo number 67, Maë Patinot looking for a 5:40 here, representing Marseille. Currently on track for a 5:49, so could close that in. Leandra D'Agata into the last 40 meters now. Last 20 meters for Leandra D'Agata and Maë Patinot. Last few strokes, and we're going to see this close out the PR race of the day. 500 meters. Andrea D'Agata, 2 or 3 more strokes, and Andrea D'Agata will beat her projected time, where she was looking for. Andrea D'Agata was looking for a 7:50. Did a 5:26, so an amazing target triumph there. So that's the PR 1, 2, and 3 men's and women's race completed now. What a performance, though, from Milan Lackovic. 1:20.9, beating Sean Gaffney by 4 seconds in what was a very, very tight race there, as Gaffney moved up the order, pipping Laurent Charlot to the line by 1/10 of a second. Guylaine Marchand for France here, finishing 8th in the PR3 women's category. There's the official result for the PR3 men's. Milan Lackovic, 1:20.9, Gaffney, 1:24.9, and Laurent Charlot, 1:25 flat. There's the women's PR3, Margot Boulet for France, 1:39.5, ahead of fellow countrywoman Audrey Belchier for France with 1:40.6, and then Amber Moulin-Beld for the Netherlands, 1:42.5. The last result here, the women's PR2, Elise Marc for France, 150.8 from Latvia, Chechkovska, Zana, 153.5. And then in third place there, Anneke van der Meer for the Netherlands with a 153.9.